Okay, everybody, welcome to the January 2024 Equal Opportunity Review Commission meeting. I'm going to turn it over to Commission Chair Conley to get approval of the December minutes.
Yeah. Okay, welcome everybody. If there's no corrections or questions regarding the minutes from last month, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. This is Chiquita Barnett. That we
Okay.
approve the minutes from last meeting.
Okay, Sarah, you second.
Sure.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, minutes passed. The first plan on the agenda is 240102. It's Housing Authority, and it's plaster and painting of occupied and unoccupied units in the common area, and it's authority-wide. Renelda?
Good afternoon, commissioners. So this is, as Chuck was saying, we do have, this is a contract for plaster and painting. It is a 5-year contract for $8 million. It is going to be authority-wide. We have 4 primes on the project, and one of the primes is a certified MBE JNS handyman services. And we also have MBE and WBE participation throughout the project. We have worked with some of these contractors before, and we're very pleased with their services. And we're just looking forward to continuing that partnership.
Okay,
So,
I reviewed all this with Chuck earlier, and it looked great to me. But if commissioners have any questions for Renalda regarding the participation, if you want to go ahead and ask. No, you guys are good. Okay, can I get a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Sarah. Can I get a second?
Second is Chiquita.
Chiquita. All right, all those in favor indicate by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank
motion
you.
passes. I'm going to
Motion
go on to
passes.
the next one.
The next one is 240103, Housing Authority, and this is a maintenance contract. The first one is Presley Ridge, and we have 26% MDE on this one.
yes, so I actually have the project manager, Darnell Walker, is joining us today as well. And I do believe we have the contractor from Train Technologies in the meeting with us as well to filter any questions that you all may have. This is a $1,017,000 project. They will be helping install the boilers for our Presley Ridge location. And the certified MBE on the project is T.N. Walker.
Okay, my question is there any possibility for WBE participation or veteran-owned or LGBTQ? Is it down the line? Can there be some more diversity and inclusion brought on into the project? Darnell.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing? There can be, I do have Bill on the call. He does possibly have an electrician, but the documentation was not provided, so I couldn't actually list that on there because I didn't want any confusion on our part.
Okay. Does
Bill,
anybody else have any questions? I mean, that's the only thing, like if it can be split up a little bit so that you can everybody gets a piece of the pie, that's kind of our mission. With zero WBE participation, I know my commissioners well enough to know that there's gonna
well,
go ahead, Trace.
I'm sorry, I just have a quick question for Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, is there an opportunity perhaps for anything such as, cleanup after these projects, cleanup or hauling to haul away, and maybe that's an opportunity to diversify and get some additional participation?
I believe so. I don't see why not. I would try to refer that to Bill. I know he's on the call, and the reason why I say that is because the information that I received was from Bill, and we verified the TN Walker, and I know he has, like I said, an electrician, possibly, but I haven't really, you know, vetted that
Okay.
Okay,
electrician
can I
yet.
hear from Bill? Can I hear from Bill then? Bill?
Bill, you're on mute. I see him out there. Hello, Bill?
Is it Bill Gordon?
Yeah, how about
Yes.
now?
Okay, Bill.
Can you
Go
hear me
ahead.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you. You
Sorry,
unmuted yourself.
I
You're
couldn't
good.
find the mute. So the work is very technical, and for the cost benefits, the mechanical group is also doing the electrical part. Now, for another project that we're working on, running in line with these projects, is at Morris Gardens, and we do have a female-owned contractor for the electrical work there. So we're doing everything we can to get the women-owned in there as well. But on this particular one, the mechanical contractor has a electrical division, and it made sense for them to do all that together as one. It would be a little savings to do it that way. But we do have TN Walker doing meeting the requirements for the percentage of the job.
For a different project or this project?
Well, TN Walker's for this project. And there's two,
So
Preston and then Bedford.
Yeah, we have
Oh.
two projects
similar.
running simultaneously, Presley and Bedford dwellings boiler replacement. So
Okay.
Yeah, the Bedford dwelling one is next.
Yeah, that's the separate one. That's next.
Yeah, and then, but the one we're working on putting together now with Joel, we do have like I said, a female-owned electrical outfit that we're bringing on the project.
But that doesn't have to do with this project,
No,
correct?
it doesn't. I'm just saying.
I know. Well,
the efforts.
we have to stick, with all due respect, we have to stick to
Gotcha.
each project. Each
gotcha.
project is a separate contract. So every contract, we asked for a minimum of 17% MBE and 8% WBE. So even though you've gone over the total participation, you have a 0% for WBE. And if there's any way that you could increase those numbers, even if it's into the project, if there's an opportunity that comes up, we would be interested in hearing about that. We'd want to know that you're still making an effort to bring on a WBE.
Absolutely. Maybe when you mentioned cleanup, that's something I can talk to them about.
Yeah, cleanup, hauling.
Something non-technical, because the rest of it's very, very technical work. So, but cleanup, obviously, we can take a peek at that.
So you don't have, you would just have had your own folks clean up after?
The subcontractors, yes.
Subcontractors, but you would have a subcontractor clean up?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, well then that's right where you go. You know what I mean? Like that's an easy find to get a woman owned. There's plenty out there hauling, dumpsters, that sort of thing. So, just for future reference, please come to this meeting, fully prepared and have vetted all those, you looked at all those opportunities and really tried to come up and hit these numbers. We're not quick to approve a contract that has a 0. Especially when like you just said, there's definitely an opportunity for cleanup. So, just for your own knowledge, when you're coming in front of us, you should have already had that filled.
Okay.
And then also, if I could say something also, this is my first time as a project manager, and I'll work on doing my due diligence on making sure that we encourage the WB participation equally as the MB also on my part. So
Yeah, Ronaldo's been doing this forever.
Yeah.
She's great at it. She's a great resource. Our office here at EORC's, Chuck Apozna, reach out. You know, if you're new and sorry, this is your first time and you're getting this kind of full
it's
blast,
okay. It's
but
okay.
it's better to have it happen now because I don't want it happening every month. Okay.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. Commissioners, does anybody have questions? No? Can I get a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve this project.
Great. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Thank
Okay,
you.
it passes. You guys got
Motion
lucky.
passes. All right, that one was for Presley Ridge. We have a similar project for the Bedford dwellings. Same prime, same subcontractor. Percentage is 22% on this one, and the total cost is a little less.
What's the split?
22% is the MBE participation.
Oh, there's not a WB on this one either.
Both of these are similar.
Huh?
These are two similar contracts, just at different locations.
Okay, well then we're gonna have the same expectation of this contract as we had
Yes. Yes.
for Presley Ridge, okay? Clean up, try to find a woman owned out there. There's plenty. Dumpsters, all of that kind of stuff. If you need them. I mean, I don't know how much debris there's gonna be, but all right,
Do.
Tracy has a question.
No, I was just gonna say, just to add on, if we should ask them to look for women, veteran or LGBTQI+.
Correct.
We initially were gonna use the electrician, but there was a bigger cost difference.
Yeah.
And separating it, that's why we did that. But we will absolutely for future, just make sure we have it in there, regardless if there's a little bit of an ad to split it up.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion to approve this project.
Can I get a second?
A second, it's Chiquita.
Okay, thanks, Chiquita. All in favor indicate by saying aye, raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, plan passes. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Renelda. And thank you, everybody, for that one. We're on number 5 now. This
Thank
one
you,
is,
Commissioners.
this one is not a big contract. It's a Commission on Human Relations Solicitor. It's $125,000 contract over 5 years. It's
Uh-huh.
only $25,000 a year. But the great thing on this one, guys, is we have our first LGBTQ plus subcontractor, which is really big for our office to get it.
Yeah. Well, congrats. Great effort. I appreciate you guys really digging in and finding those businesses that are certified or designated and putting them with the right project. That's awesome. Always doing a great job with that. You know, this is the reason this is even coming before us today is because of that accomplishment. You know, it's really a $25,000 a year contract. So it could have been, it didn't really have to come in front of us. But we thought it would be cool to bring it, you know, let you guys know that that's what we were able to accomplish with having that designated LGBTQ company. So we'll still put it through the whole motions here. Does anybody have any questions? Comments? No? All right, can I get a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Thanks, Sarah. Can I get a second?
I can second.
Okay. Thank you. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Great, and good
Great.
job. Good
Well,
job,
great
you
job.
guys.
Motion passes, plan passes. Thank you.
Thank you,
Um,
Commissioners.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we'll keep making strides in that positive direction,
Yes, we
for
will.
that. And, so Chuck told me earlier that there's no ITQs this month just because they weren't in, which is fine. So we may just have a few additional next month to approve.
Right.
Correct?
Correct. The ITQs are still going around to be signed. We have one more signed in the controller's office that they didn't get to them yet. And that's probably due because we do have a new controller that just got sworn in, just recently, guys. So, we'll circle around next month. There'll probably be more ITQs than normal to update you guys on. But that's where we are right now.
Okay, cool. Is that it? Do you, Chuck, you have anything you want to address?
That's it, guys. The only thing I can say is thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. We're supposed to get a major snowstorm tonight, so be careful out there and stay warm.
Sorry. This is Chiquita.
Thanks, everybody.
And I'd just like to make one more comment before we all hang up the,
Yes.
the line.
Sure.
I
Sure, sure.
see that, I work in workforce development and see a lot of contracts. I see a lot of dollars and projects that are going on around the city, especially through the housing authority. While this is not our particular focus, but I'd like us to think about how do we get some of the people in the community to take advantage of some of the jobs that these projects that are going on in their communities. So I don't know if I should look at the folks who get the contracts and talk to them, or how do we partner with those who are being awarded these contracts to help get folks working in the communities of which these dollars are going into?
That's a great question, Commissioner. We are working right now. We have a workforce manager, Rick Williams, who's leading that team up, where we are going to start including workforce. We want to look at the subs and the primes workforce to see if they're diverse and to see if they're hiring within the city. Rick is working on a software package now with our law department. They're putting that together as we speak, and we hope to add a percentage or two to the workforce, how the workforce looks.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chuck. So you're saying that that's something that we'll look at and take into consideration, and it will be a point that we'll consider?
Yes, I'm hoping, Commissioner, to add, like we add percentages, like points. I would like to do something where if the workforce is diverse, they would get some consideration when we select a prime.
And who's going to do the tracking of that to ensure that the workers on a site on a project are actually who the prime or sub says that they are?
Yeah.
Rick Williams is going to be tracking that through a LCP tracker system. So, and we also are going to have quarterly reports now coming from the prime on their employment, their subcontractors, and their payments. So this is a pretty big undertaking that the mayor is going to take with workforce development.
And I have one last question. I'm sorry to hog the,
That's okay.
will this be retroactive? So will we be going back and looking at awards that have been granted to ensure that they're doing that? Or will it be for new awards?
We're going to start at the beginning of 2022, like right after the pandemic. 2022, when everybody started going back to work and things picking back up. So we're going to start from January 2022, all the primes and subcontractors, and 2023, and anybody new, like today and going forward. We're not going to go too far back.
Okay, now, will they be penalized if they don't? Because that wasn't something that they had an expectation.
No,
Okay.
there'll be no penalty. We just want to give them a letter, letting them know that we are looking at your workforce and we hope you improve your workforce and build diversity within it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for that. We
I'm
have a-
sure there's a lot to be worked out on that, but
Yeah.
I think it's a great move forward because I've always been concerned that we're approving minority and women-owned firms that are really just the owners. And it would be great to ensure there's some representation in the workforce too. So I look forward to hearing more about that.
And
I
one
do.
other thing I wanted to tell you guys, next month, Paz and I are gonna work an event with the chambers, with Ivan, with the commissioner and his group and the other chambers. And I'm gonna reach out to you guys too. We're gonna have a full-blown event on how to do work with the city, how to bid on city contracts, how to go and get your certification.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna do that in February. I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the year. So look for that. I'm hoping to do it right after our February 15th meeting. So I will keep you posted on that. That's something I think that'll be really big for everybody to get an understanding of our procurement system, how it works, and how our governmental committee works and how our EORC works with the percentages of what we look for. So we're gonna do that probably the 4th week in February.
Okay, keep us posted, send an email. All right, you
And we-
guys,
Yeah,
we're
we
ready
already
to wrap
have,
this up?
yeah, like I said, we already have 4 of the chambers that are really excited about it. So. I got a question for you, Commission Chair, that I didn't know of, and maybe one of you other commissioners. The North Side Chamber.
Yeah, I'm on
You
that
guys
board.
familiar with that?
I'm on the board. I've been on the
Can you-
board
can you
since
tell me-
2008.
Well, can I reach to you offline and talk to you a little bit about that? Because we want those businesses involved too. I
Yeah,
just heard
can we
about
not,
that
can we
chamber
wait
recently.
till tomorrow?
Yes, I just found out about that chamber maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
wasn't
gosh.
even
I've been,
aware.
yeah, I've been on the board since 2008.
Okay, so we
All right.
need those businesses involved.
Awesome.
Yep,
I'm also on the board of the East Allegheny Community Council, which is the neighborhood group for over here. So,
okay,
yeah, I can help you on both fronts. Sure.
sounds great.
All right.
So when I.
Yeah, shoot me a text. We'll set something up for tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, everybody.
Make sure you stocked up on your milk, eggs, and toilet paper.
Yes. Make sure you go to the supermarket today.
Yeah,
guys.
get your
Oh,
butts to
boy.
Target and Walmart and Giant Eagle.
Okay,
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
be
everybody.
safe.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.